Hi, and welcome to this full moon in Libra workshop. It's going to be a little discussion about the moon, how it polarizes, how it illuminates, and also then a little guided meditation to help release, and then a pick-up out. It should take about 20 minutes. Be comfortable. If you can, feel your body against the ground in some way, your feet, your bum, a chair, that kind of thing. Make sure you are warm. Take a blanket, put it over your shoulders. If you're feeling chilly, have something nice to drink. You might want to have a pen and paper handy. We can always pause and get it later on. And also something to burn. For those of you who are new here, I'm Bea. I am Bohobo Aromatherapies. I teach holistic well-being and ritual. I also am a writer, moon lover, and seasonal ritual follower. I'm an aromatherapist, and I create beautiful potions made with intent, which you can have a look at on Bohobo Aromatherapies on Instagram. Okay, so this full moon in Libra is a very special one. It's the first full moon of the astrological new year, but it's also a culmination of an energetics that kind of began last October with the new moon in Libra, moved as a shift as we crossed over to the new year, and now we're finding perhaps something that we began then or an idea we put into place is now bearing fruit. But really these moons remind us of the cyclical nature of our being, of our interaction, of our relationships. And when one thing ends, one thing begins, and often one thing begins before one thing ends. And how do we clear our path so that we can best make fruit with these kind of opportunities that are arising all of the time, without being too attached to the outcome. So with this moon, we ruled by Venus. Venus is at the moment just speeding through Taurus, so very much in a happy position. But Libra is ruled by Venus. Libra is all about relationships and all about balance. So relationships don't necessarily mean with another person, often they do, but maybe it's our relationship to a different aspect of our life. And with the full moon, it's an invitation to examine what is it that is holding us back from finding balance in our relationship with, insert your own word. Example, my negative thoughts are holding me back from feeling like I can conquer a new activity, or my holding on to an old experience is stopping me from moving forward in my relationship with a new person. Lots of different things like that. Where you're going to see this moon showing up for you will depend on where you have the moon in your chart, where it's falling today. So I will put a little post up, I think, on Instagram and give you each your different one if you don't know it already. We're also having this moon as in opposition to the conjunction of the Sun, Jupiter, and Chiron, all in Aries. So it's a very fiery opposition. It's also a chance to have some real core healing. Chiron represents core healing, and Chiron has been quite beautiful in the sky recently. It's a very special moon. It's the last full moon before the eclipse season, and the eclipse season is really a time when we don't manifest, we surrender and we trust and we allow, and we kind of realize that some things we don't have control over, most, and that it will unfold. So I'm finding it a very interesting and special time personally as well. Jupiter, the planet of abundance, prosperity, it's a great benefic. I think that this is really going to be a wonderful beginning of the year for us. We, of course, are in April, but the astrological new year has just begun, and spring has really been delayed energetically and weather-wise. So it's great. So I'm going to now ask you to take a sip of water. Make sure you're really comfy. I'm going to do a little guided meditation. Although this full moon is in Libra, you don't have to be a Libra to experience this in a really kind of potent way. It's a potent moon for all of us. The cardinal signs of Libra, Capricorn, Aries, and Cancer are going to feel it more. Cancer always feels the moon in any case. But it's potent for all of us. It's a special moon. It's a pink moon with the phlox. So yes, just really kind of drop your shoulders and feel into it. I'm going to play some music as I go along. You can make sure you're ready and breathe. Just let everything go. Take a big deep breath out. You can place your left hand over your right hand. Feel a little pressure there, a little squeeze, a sensation of being held. And as your breath just naturally comes in and out, let your eyes close and take a moment to check in. Notice how you feel in your body, not with judgment, but just noticing. Notice how your mind is feeling. Is there a whir? Are you already finding yourself being caught in thoughts? Breathe. Just let the thoughts come. Notice them and let them go. Notice in your body where you feel like you want to breathe a little deeper. And allow your breath to go there. Release any tension you're feeling, maybe in your shoulders, maybe a little itch in your hip, your jaw. Just let it all go. And give yourself this moment to really relax and be ready to listen to you. I want you to imagine the moon that we have now, this beautiful moon that is pink but is not pink. And see her above you. Feel her light as it grows. Feel her brightness on your skin, the roundness of her radiating. Notice how that feels to you. Notice how her light is expanding towards you. I want you to take a breath in, and just for a moment, think about, feel about what you might need to release. What is blocking you? What's coming up? No judgment. Just notice. If nothing's coming, breathe and listen. Now I want you to see, maybe it's more than one thing, maybe it's one thing, but see these things that have arisen. Maybe they're relationships, attitudes, ideas, stories, or physical things. See them in front of you as bubbles, lit bubbles, and very clearly go to each bubble and thank them. Thank them for being in your life until now. Thank them for what they have brought you. And very clearly release them. Let them go. You don't need them anymore. See the bubbles rise. As you exhale, your breath eddies them on. Open your palms and with gentle arm movements, push them away, gently helping them on their way. As they rise to the moon, allow the moon to take them and spread them through the universe in bursts of light. As the bubbles burst, notice the lightness that you feel. Notice any feelings you feel of this gentle release. Now feel the light of the moon. Feel her activating your being. Any space that may need to be filled, she is cleansing and preparing with you. Breathe. Let the light in. Let the light ignite your energetic body and the layers beyond and within. Take a moment. Perhaps you feel a space already to create something else. Smile. Feel that. And you can begin gently wiggling your fingers as you come back and open your eyes and come back into the room. You can pause this now, take a pen and paper and write the dates with new full moon in Libra 2023, and there will only be one. And you can write down anything that you wanted to release here, maybe how you felt about it, maybe a word, maybe a little drawing, as much as you want. And if you feel it, you can rip the paper and you can light it with a candle, open a window and let the smoke go out the window. Once that's done, you can either just be with that, or you can think about things that you want to bring in as well in a manifestation kind of way. Sorry about the background noise. It's Basie. Yeah, So, to end, we are going to do a little picker pile if you feel it. I think what I might do just quickly before I do that, so I've got a little sage, just burning it here, just to be a little extra witchy. You can just take a little smoke. Smoke is such a great cleanser. You can use an incense, you can use a candle. This kind of feeling as well of the smoke is going to bring you back to this moment. It's a really good release. So we're going to do 3 piles. Think of a question, yes or no. Something you want a little guidance with. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. Okay, number 1. Queen of Coins. So if this is you, number 1, yes, you're very ambitious. Good. Yes, this is a yes. You can do it. Do it all. I would say that if you've been waiting for a moment, which I don't know that you have as the Queen of Coins, I think that maybe you're really on your way. That you can absolutely do this. Expand your ambition. Do it all. You may also be feeling a great sense of responsibility, and if there is like a shift that you've been wanting to make, you're unsure if you can maintain the responsibilities you have by making the shift, you can. You also would benefit from having other people see you as this manifestation, as the new you. Perhaps that means finding that person who says, I see this for you. Perhaps it means seeing yourself as it more. It also might mean telling people that this is who you are and this is what you've become. But it's very ambitious and it's very successful and it's a definite yes. So that's 100% for you. You can see the light. You see the light. Okay. So number 2. Ready? The Magician. The Magician is so beautiful. Let's take a minute to have a little look. You are manifesting. I think if you want to, whatever it is that you're doing, it's very unique. It's from self. It's maybe self-supportive. It's also something that you feel is not there already and that you're trying to create. You absolutely can create it. We have the Mercury retrograde coming. This is an association with Mercury. The Mercury retrograde begins on the 21st of April until the 14th of May, I believe. This time of Mercury retrograde would be an awesome time for you to really reflect on what it is you're doing, so that you're ready to launch or step greater into it in May. May would be a great time. May is associated with the card. I'm not just plucking it. But yes, so I would go. You can do it. Absolute unique goddess energy. So good. And number 3. Is the 7 of Coins. So this is a journey, the 7 of Coins. You're making a change from choice. Interesting thing about this card and the full moon in Libra is that with full moons, sometimes people feel a bit unsure, like something's going to be taken from them. It's not Uranus. It's a moon, it's your choice. And this is very much your choice. You are choosing to make great changes, and there is a journey ahead. These are life changes. And these things happen with consistency and by going step by step. Take the first step today, take the next step tomorrow, and keep going. Just keep going. There's a beautiful lit path ahead of you. It might help you to see somebody else who's taken that journey already, or who is on the way with their journey, and you kind of see them as like a mentor or as someone to expand into. Often when we are on long journeys, we can lose vision, and having mood boards or mentors or people we look up to can help us to take the necessary steps and keep going and keeping consistent, and know that it's a long journey and it's a worthwhile journey and it's your journey and it's your choice, and these are healthy choices you're making. So go. So good. Yeah, so that's it. So I mean, these are all beautiful cards. They're all very feminine energy as well. With the Magician, I wanted to also say that during the Mercury retrograde, as well as taking the time to reflect on what you're doing, it's the Magician, so I'm really going to say manifesting. Also use it as a time to gain confidence, because you have to believe in yourself, because you can do it. What you're doing, only you can do. It's your unique voice. You're the only person who can speak on it. We may have kind of collective responses to things. We may have collective stories for certain aspects, but each of us is unique. You are unique, and your voice is unique. So what you're bringing to this manifestation is completely unique and can only be done by you. It would help as well. Maybe you should meet with the Queen of Coins people. I'm going to do a post, and then you can kind of connect with each other and recognize each other, so that you can gain confidence and you can have people see you as that. Yes, and maybe the Sevens of Coins people will kind of see one of these journey and say, yes, this is where I'm going. I hope this has been mildly helpful. I very much enjoyed doing it. And yes, I'm going to send you all much love. I'm looking to connect with you all on the Bahobo page after this, and you can let me know how you enjoyed it. You can hit a like. You know, this is Vyasa Samhita. It's an energetic exchange. So I would really much, it is my business. So I would appreciate it if you could hit a like button. You can donate, pay as you wish. At the moment, we are running a crowdfunder to restart and manifest a new life, because we're losing our home here in Froome. We're really manifesting, and you're really doing it with us. I would ask you for this month not to donate for through PayPal, but you can donate through the crowdfunder. I mean, as you wish, £2, £5, whatever you feel. And I hope that you enjoyed it. But it is, yes, it's a wonderful moon, and if you can, go and dance even naked under it. Much love.